I'm Michelle. I want to just randomly talk about foods and boba and different things to eat or drink in Berkeley. It's just going to be a random talk. It's kind of for me to record my life for my own, so it's going to be really tedious. I really like plenty, not empty, but I have had like a bunch of plenty all the time because I live really close to plenty and they close at like 11 p.m. and to me I feel like boba is actually the best things for me to distress actually. So I really like plenty, and one reason that I like plenty much more than other boba that I can find here is because I'm a person who really don't like sugary, really sweet things. But a lot of things when I choose like 0% of sugar is still really sweet. So plenty is the only thing that when it's 0% sugar, it's actually 0%. It's not sweet at all. It's plain. So I guess that's the reason I like plenty the best. This is a matcha latte. It's already completely empty now, but matcha latte is just like a latte, just milk and matcha, no sugar. So it just feels comfortable when I'm drinking that. And but also like and also like a lot of other boba. It's just like I feel like personally I don't like sweet things, so I don't really like them as much. When I first came here in Berkeley, I probably like Yifan fruit tea, Yifan 水果茶 the best, because it's like some brand that you can also like see in China. It's really famous. It's probably like in China you can find like much more brands that are really famous, but like it is something that you can find in China. When I first came here, I was like, yeah, I'm going to get it. It's like it's nice. We can even find Yifan here. Now I feel like it's a bit like too sweet for me, but I know they're like even more sweet when like shell tea is really sweet. I personally is not a person who likes sweet stuff, so not really for me. I will also say like school, I'm a person who is like, if I'm in the school dining hall, any dessert in the school dining hall is actually terrible to me because they are just too sweet. They look good and it smells good. Every time I get one and I bite it, I was like, oh no, I regret getting this because it's too sweet. It's so sweet that I don't feel like it's delicious, so sweet that I feel like it's just not comfortable to eat. But people are different, so I personally don't like them as much. There's also Feng Cha. Feng Cha is the first place of boba that I get here at Berkeley. It's also not that sweet. It's kind of like those less dense fruit tea. It's not like other fruit tea. It might be like really dense. It's less dense. I feel like it's a little bit far away than plenty to me, a little bit expensive as well. So now I'm not getting it as much now, but in the past I like to get it, but yeah, it's a bit expensive honestly. So I don't really get it much now. But I think it's a nice place because I also don't really like really sweet things. It's not something that is sweet. And then TPT, Taiwan Professional Tea, 茶汤会, it's just really similar to Yifan. Yeah, they're really similar, like the products, the level of sweetness, and just a lot of things. Like a lot of things are similar for like both of them. And red tea, I haven't really tried red tea. I heard it's kind of like similar to shell tea. I don't really know. Haven't really tried that. And also those yu cha. So yu cha, like it's like a yu, like it's both like it's the same sound like in Chinese or like in English. In English, just like yu cha, and then in Chinese just yu cha. And I would say like I haven't really get it much. I've only get it one time. Probably like that one time I didn't really get the product that's my favorite, so I didn't really get back to get it. But it's also like kind of far away from me. There's also Asha Tea House. I get the boba, which my friends suggested, like those classical boba. Usually I don't really get classical like boba, and I haven't really get classical boba for such a long time, and I get that in Asha Tea House, and I like it. It's really far away from the place I live, so I haven't really been there for a while. But I like that place. People who are closer, it's definitely a good option. This is a Happy Lemon. Happy Lemon is a store that I see like years ago, like many years ago. It's some like fruit tea place that has been existed for such a long time. I think before like a lot of boba appeared. I get it once. It was nice. It's in Shadak, so I live in Bangkok. So it's a bit far away. And it's kind of like a more, I don't know, fruity, lemon tea place. I don't know. I feel like it's not like a boba, exactly boba place. I don't know. I don't know much about that. And also the bread place, Bradstone. Bradstone, which is called Shenji, or I think it's called like Shenki or Shenji. That place, well, it also sells like a kind of like a boba, like tea or related stuff. It's not like strictly a boba place. The thing are nice. The thing are okay, nice. Well, I guess the thing that I want to get there is mostly not like boba, but I guess a TX there like almost every time, almost every day or something. In the spring break they don't sell them, which makes sense because there are not much people here in the spring break. With spring break resume, I really need it. I mean, I can make a TX at my home, but then I feel like it's really something that it would be nice if you have like a lot of people, because one time if you cook it with like 1 tea bag or something, you can cook probably like 20 eggs, but I couldn't really take all 20 eggs by myself. So I usually just go there to buy the tea eggs in that place. Jamba Juice is not like a boba place, right? Like it's a fruits chainstone, fruits like smoothie, chainstone. I get it's like a acai bowl like a lot, and then sometimes also get some other smoothies as well. I like it. I really like the acai bowl. It's a bit expensive, but then I really like it. And what is the other boba place? There are lots, and lots of time you forget. There's also like California Haiti or something. And this boba ninja I've never get because people like the popcorn chicken there, but not really the boba. I haven't really heard like a positive comments about it, so I don't really dare to get that. But I get the popcorn chicken. Popcorn chicken is a great serve. It's a large serve. People like it. People talk about that a lot. Oh, now I want to talk a little bit like a dessert, I guess, to me. I really like the place called like a muso or something. Like let me see what's the name. Yeah, like a muso, yeah, a muso, Yuji matcha, a muso matcha. Well, like I think it's like in Japanese, but then if I read the Japanese like kanji characters, it basically says Gantuan, so I just always call like Gantuan to my friends. I think it's called like a moji matcha, and I really like that matcha place. It's like the best matcha place at Berkeley, but it's also like the only place at Berkeley which is like actually like matcha specific dessert place. I like the matcha cake there, different kinds of cake, different kinds of matcha cake there, different kinds of matcha buffet there, different kinds of like a matcha ice cream there, soft serve, hot serve, everything. I really like that place. Kind of far away from me, not too far away, but then I really like to go there. It closed, it opened kind of late. It opened like usually 1:30 p.m. which to me like it's a bit late. Sometimes I go there like by the lunchtime, but before that it's not open. It's like, oh no, why it's not open now? And then there's also there's a place which is really close to a museum, Yuji Matcha. It's called U Desert, or like U double dot desert, and then I like it. I really like the vegan strawberry bingsu. Yeah, vegan strawberry bingsu. Because I like almonds and everything there. I'm not really like a vegetarian or vegan, but I don't know, like I think I really haven't really tried the non-vegan one. It's called like a strawberry cheesecake or something. I feel like when I hear cheesecake, I feel like it's really heavy, really filling or something, so I don't really get it, but the vegan one tastes really nice. I also have get the mango sticky rice bingsu. I also like it. I also get like a fried chicken there, which is also nice, and several like different like a matcha. I also get the matcha things there, but I think my favorite matcha place is still like a Musa Yuji matcha, which is specifically for matcha. But yeah, I really like U Dessert. U Dessert opens even late. It usually open like 3 p.m. and like why it's so late, but it closed so really late, closed at 10. But 2 p.m. is like, to me, lots of it, every time I go there it's not open. I'm like, oh no, it's sad. And one of the other dessert places, the other two like I go like mostly. Oh, there's also the little Belgium waffle. It's also really nice, really nice place. Last year I lived in Stern, and it was so far away from like the south side of the campus. Like it's like 3 blocks away from the south side of the campus, and it was like, oh, it's so far away. Now I live on just like at the south gate of the school, so it's just only 3 blocks away. I'm like, yeah, good, I like it. Yeah, I guess that's several dessert places that I go and like a lot. And then about restaurants, well, for like a Chinese restaurant, like Chinese kind of Chinese-like restaurant, there's a like 古月飘香, which is called Chengdu style. Well, it's English and Chinese completely different, which is the same thing for a lot of restaurants here. Like the English and the Chinese sounds completely different. Yeah, so basically it's called 古月飘香 or Chengdu style. It has a lunch, like it has a lunch there, like it's like buy 10 get 1 free. It's for the lunch. I really like it. I had a lot between the classes. And also Noodle Dynasty, it's close to me. I also get it. I also like it. I like the noodles there, like the 酸菜鱼 and 酸菜鱼面 there. Like I really like it. There's also a place called 卷香, which is called Easternly Cuisine, which the Chinese and English is also completely different. Like the English is like Easternly Cuisine, but and I've been there only once. I really like it. It's very expensive, and also I feel like it's nice for groups only, so I couldn't really go there alone, so I've never been there. Yeah, it's very expensive. It's really expensive. And also there's a place called it's in Chinese called 丰年. In English it's called Great China. It's also like, you know, I feel like the English name of those restaurants here kind of a bit like ridiculous. So like, what? And I like that restaurant also. It's really nice. It's more restaurant-like than other Chinese restaurant. Other Chinese restaurants, it's more like just some Chinese food. No, actually like a restaurant-like. I don't know how to describe. Great China is nice. I've also only been there once because it's expensive, and it's better to go there with a group. I've been there twice actually. Yeah, it's better to be there with a group. It's not good for being there alone. Yeah, I feel like Chinese food here overall doesn't really fit to go there alone, unless like if you get the lunch for 古野飘香, if you go to Noodle Dynasty, just get one bowl of noodle. Otherwise, this Chinese restaurant, I have the problem that it's usually like for Chinese restaurant, you order several dishes. It's a large serve and share between several friends. So it doesn't really like fit for going alone or something. Or like 2-person, it's probably also not a good idea. If you have like a 4-person at least, it's probably better. And I also like Japanese food, so I get sushi. I like sushi go-go, but sushi go-go like it's kind of far away from me. Like sushi go-go, I get Ali Kitchen, which is close to me. In the past, I really like it. Now, not as much. I would say honestly, it's not as much. And for like a ramen place, I really like Ippudu, but Ippudu has been much expensive now. But I would say everything has been much expensive now. And also like the Muscle Ramen. It's like a Hawaiian Japanese style ramen place. I like it, I really like it, but it's kind of also far away from me, so I couldn't really go there as often. And also there's like the udon, there's a udon place, which is like a udon chan place. To me it's a bit salty and oily, but yeah, I'm really a person who don't really like salty or too sweet food. But to me, something that I want, like, you know, like, I don't like too salty, I don't like too sweet, but I feel like everything here is not too spicy, and I really need some, like, more spicy Chinese food. Here's, like, every Chinese food is, like, no spicy things at all, which I got kind of disappointed with things not being spicy enough. I want some place that are more spicy Chinese food. I know some Japanese ramen place, they are kind of more spicy, but yeah, but not for Chinese food. Chinese food in China is much more spicy. But also Korean food. Like Korean food here is not really spicy, but to me it's a bit too salty. But then if you go to like when I've been to like South Korea, and when I have like Korean food, it's like so spicy that I just like want to die. It's like Korean food in China is not as spicy as Korean food in Korea, and then Korean food in the US is much less spicy than Korean food in China. And this is the Chinese food in US is much less spicy than Chinese food. Everything is less spicy here. Everything's more salty and sweet here. I feel like that's kind of like the general trend. For one, and about like the Korean food. So yeah, about Korean food, there's Titus, which is really close to me. It's so close. It's the closest place to me. So, well, you know, when I'm lazy, I'll go there. And then, oh yeah, I forget that kind of like a Japanese place like Pokebar, like everyone knows Pokeball. There's Pokeball next to Titus also. And well, for back to Korean food, there's also Kimchi Garden. I have heard like the comments about both sides. I've been there a bit. But yeah, and then there's also K-Stop, which is like a fried chicken place. I myself don't order fried chicken as much. There's also a place, well, there's a place called Rice Bowl. I think it's like kind of like a Japanese style place, but it's opened by Chinese. I like Rice Bowl a lot. It's close to K-Stop. I got like Rice Bowl curry chicken a lot. I go there so many times because it's close to me, and I like a curry chicken. And then back to Korean food because I just always forget some like a different food. Korean food, what are the other? Yeah, I guess like that's the most that I go. Well, I live in the south side now, so I mostly go to those in the south side. Oh, there's also the Steve Korean barbecue. It have a lot of meat, which is nice. Then also, what are the other places for food? Well, there are like a brunch place called Le Note, which is French style, which is really nice. I like Le Note. And there is what is like a Italian place at the Asian Ghetto, Gypsy. A lot of people like that. To me, it's okay. I'm not like a lot of people like it so